Lions, that's good, man. That is good. Let me put my other screen back on so I can see the chat. Oh, it's good, man. It's good. I haven't gotten into my morning coffee yet, so we ain't 1,000% functional yet. But we're getting there. I'm gonna laminate a couple pieces real quick for a little later on project. Sharpen up some chisels, maybe even a plane or two. But I got some good ideas for this thing. Oh yeah, man. You know what? I'm gonna make me a cup in just a second, though. I'm definitely gonna do that. My wife is sleeping. I am wide awake. So I said I'm gonna be productive. Go down to the shop, get something done. Make a good tomorrow out of someday. Side over here. Plenty of stuff I've got to sharpen. Sorry about that. So we got two insomniacs in the house now. Alright, close enough. Got coffee on the way. Alright, let's get to it. Got some new roof stuff coming. That's what that's for. That's gonna be a new pendant. It's gonna be two-tone. With the new out front and what I think is bass wood. This is really always little tools. Sharp. Chisels. Sharp. And I decided today I'm going to give this a go, giving these sharp. And I appreciate your lessons on how to do that, Lions. There's going to be one of these things. Louise, what's up? What's up? Good to see you, buddy. Amir says hi. What's going on, Amir? How you doing? I'm gonna move some of this junk out of our way. Some of this junk. Well, I can't wait for that coffee to come downstairs. Here with the big bad wolf troop. Keep the air compressor off the fabric, you know what I'm saying? Just pop it in real quick before I make Uncle Sam some moolah. I hear that, Louise. Go get it all for him. Bring some home for yourself, though. Have to get that strap out for sure, Bob. Got a pair of them. Got the little buddy. Bumping into shit. I've got a much larger strap. So let me get busy on it. So we're gonna start with the hardest shit, because you know we got help. We got help in the building. So one of these is not sharp. I got two of these. Well, it's not. I can't remember which, but I'm gonna test them both real fast and then we'll see. Slice my thumb off though. Not great though. Definitely not sharp. Alright. So, Dumb and Dumber. This one I'm going to try to strap. I'm going to start with my white. So, I feel like you were saying do it. So that one. Oh, I can't even. I'm off camera and everything. My bad. Good morning, Wes. May your coffee be strong and your creativity be stronger. I appreciate that, Orami. It's great to see you again. How you doing, my friend? All right, here we go. Now, Lions, one of the things you did mention was to disregard this tip here. that was only there as a manufacturing shortcut, and it serves no purpose, which was great information. So I don't have to bother trying to sharpen that tip, which I absolutely would have never thought of that. So that's great information. Yeah, I am gonna totally grind it off. I thought about it this morning. I was like, oh man, it'd be way too loud for my poor wife. Yeah, but I definitely don't want that thing. Let's see. Do this sort of parts, right? Let's see if I've done anything at all. Oh wow. Look at that. Yo. Good morning, Skeletor Ra. What's good? What's good? Orami says I'm doing well, just working on my caffeine to blood ratio. I'm telling you, you and me both. So yeah, shout outs to Lions Fix It Shop. If y'all get a chance, go over there, or Lions Fish Shop as well. Go over there and see that dude. It's brilliant. Lion says more stropping. God dang it, more stropping shall be done. Good to see you there, Rami. Good to see you, Skeletor. It's awesome to see y'all in the chat this morning. It's crazy early. What time is it where you are, chat? Here it's like 5:30 a.m. Sometimes I've been there. 4:40. Oof. Why are you up so early? Well, you always are up this early. I'm occasionally up this early. Ordinarily about an hour from now is when my internal clock goes sunshiny. It's 10:40 for you? Jeez. 10:40 a.m. p.m. If you look at the edge, you can see light reflecting back. There's a bird. Just keep going until no bird. Got a few irons on the fire. That's a skeletor. Make one of those magnets, mesh screen doors to allow airflow or stop bugs out. Oh, that's so great. A screen from a sliding door. Sounds good to me. I've seen those things. They work fantastic. Those ones with they just hang like curtains and they have the magnets on the end. They seem to work really good. 5:40 a.m. Also adding some paint to some pics I'm painting. Oh yeah? Sounds like you got some projects going. What sort of paints? Are you doing the oil paintings? You doing latex? $10:40 a.m. So not too bad. We're still in the morning. I don't know why I thought y'all would be like night and day. 5 hours behind. Or 19 hours ahead. One of the two. I don't know which. Yeah, those are well engineered and easy to install. I just threw up the screen, sliced it, and called it magnets, and add room to the bottom, custom rock blocks encountered below the canyon. Right on. Aloha from Hawaii. What? What's going on, Josh? How you doing, Mr. Joshua? A few acrylic paintings of a coyote and one of me, and one for a friend. Right on. My body is used to waking up early, so the proper caffeine administered to wrangle 3 teen boys out of bed and off to school. Yeah. Youngest one graduated last year. Body still wakes up though. Facts. Facts. Listen. Yeah. I got 2 teen boys left. 3 girls gone. Gone is relative, of course. Let's see if we got any progress here. That feels much better. Let me show you. Very careful with this blade because I am sort of an amateur. I feel like that's the wrong way to go. I want to tough through it just to see if I've got enough blade. Too tough through it. feel like this one needs like work. And it's sort of working, but I can tell I'm hitting spots where I'm not getting the same kind of cut. Some I am, some places, some I'm not. Let's try a quick comparison with something I know is relatively sharp. This one. They'll always tell me this isn't cutting like that. This one is. This one's not. That one's dragging. Better than it was, but it's dragging. So, today I'm looking at replacing the door, putting up a long roll of blind on the porch to block the view of my mesh screen door, and combining 5-gallon buckets of wall paint to get one color. Right on. Skeletor, I am working on getting all those stropped up and ready to go. And then I'm going to work on maybe a carving. I've got some, another Wu-Tang pendant over there readying itself for my Wrath of Fury. So, meanwhile, got a little sacrificial piece of wood that we're testing our stuff on as we go. Right now, I'm doing a little stropping. Doing a little sharp here. Another news, I turned my first piece of wood yesterday. Yo! Oh, Rami, you turned your first piece of wood. Congratulations on that, fam. So how was it? How did it go? What you make? That sounds exciting. Oh, Purple Heart. Wow. So did you end up with a successful cylinder? Oh, I can use files and a diamond sharpener, kind of like chefs use. I do like my whetstones above everything else. But I'm also a super practical guy. So at the point that I realized that I could sharpen once every few weeks if I was willing to strop every few days, sometimes multiple times a day, then I would sharpen much less. And I think my tools will last a little bit longer too. But who knows? You think they just slices through right now. Clean up this whole mess. I promise you, I'm just I just went too long in my life without a carving knife. I had no idea. Like it's one of those things like a jet ski, right? That you think, oh, that's probably cool. And then you get one and you're like, it's just, it's everything I ever expected. Oh my god, I remember my first jet ski. Crazy. I'm tearing this up. It's working though. I think I'm gonna keep on this. But this is not great steel, admittedly, for these things. But they are sharp enough, and if you maintain them, they'll do pretty good. One day you will have to try and carve a chain that is a true display of skill and mastery. Yeah, of which I have neither. Man, I'd be so intimidated trying doing a cane. What I am thinking of, though, I mean, this is wood, right? And I can cut links for a chain, and it's wood, so we can always pull it apart, glue them back together. So I think that's possible. I think I'm gonna go get my cup of coffee. Yeah, I'm with a bunch of y'all, but this is what it is. I'm sorry, but I'm glad this helps. They good to the base wood, better than the green wood. You gotta try it, man. Oh yeah, for sure. Wow. So lions, that's crazy impressive. It's just like taking the stickers off to solve a Rubik's Cube. No, no. Yeah, I'm like, yeah. It kind of is, but it kind of, yeah, it doesn't work within your skill set. And I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get coffee. Okay, you can come get coffee with me. It's fine. Ugh. Let's go. We're getting coffee. Get Lily. longest chain was 72 inches from one stick. Holy moly. How long did that take, though? Like, how long did that take? It's always a dilemma on which coffee cup. This is my daughter's cup. She's a little vegan. They say if you drink from a mug somebody gave you, it's like visiting with them. So, I'm visiting with the kid. I'm gonna take 2 of those. Skeletor Ross is a word, not the letter. I got a 2 for when I painted it because negative is on the cylinder block table by my grill and basement door. Hey, that sounds like a perfect place for that. Life getting better. That's the sound of life getting better. Get this. It's not really that chilly downstairs, but man, there's a mosquito down there tearing me up last night. Oh, that coffee is perfect. So good. Bye, Lily. Bye, Lily. To the bat cave. That's how you actually unlock my shop door. You gotta give a nuzzle to the kitty. And it's like, ka-ching, access granted. All right. Everybody on the floor. You twerk that. You jerk that. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, my beard is looking crazy. Oh my God, so we're back. Back in the lab. Sharpening session resumed. Like that, the sound of life getting better. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Get your cup. Number 2. Douche. So, we put our gloves back on and keep our fingers from weakening. And I appreciate any of y'all that did hit that like button on my behalf. It's kind of your way of letting YouTube know I'm trying my best. It's kind of your way of letting me know you love me with all your heart. And I love you back. Love you back. Don't be mean. Double tap that screen. Hey, hey. Have a safe and productive day, everyone, says Skeletor. I appreciate that, Skeletor. Ron, same to you. Get something done. I mean, this is a pretty good start to it for me. Pretty good start to it for me. Start my day with my friends. Nice sharp blade. That's pretty good. Let's put the green one on, which is the finer of the two. A lot of ways to do this. The important thing is to be pulling that way, right? And that way on that side. And that you're holding that angle corresponding to the angle of the blade. And you can kind of feel that. It's hard to explain, but if you have it in your hand, that doesn't sound right. But you gotta try. It's just something you gotta do. But once you do it, you get it. Thank you for hitting that like screen. Thanks for double tapping. I love you. And this does go to show that even the inexpensive tools, one, they often will work. Technology's gotten pretty good at making stuff cheap these days. Now, the longevity is still yet to be seen, but for time invested and money spent, these tools have been well worth it for me. Less than $20, I got those three. Those four additional other chisels, the small ones. Blocks of wood, yada yada. Find the cheap ones and give it a shot. Even a cheap knife and a bad blade will work if you sharpen it. It may not hold the blade as long or the sharpening as long, Or it may hold it long and be difficult to sharpen, but you got to start somewhere. It's important to get going if this is what you want to do. I saw a Jack Black interview. He mentioned liking or following the band's career in order. It was made to hear the evolution of the sounds. Beatles and Wu-Tang have some great albums. Yeah, this is true. James Brown has some great albums. Tremendous catalog. Bacon is the effective way to make me quit singing. Okay. Works for me. I have the greatest hits with over 20 songs on it. Oh yeah. At the Apollo is awesome. Man, y'all my type of crowd right now. I'm glad my James Brown didn't fall on deaf ears. Oh my God, I got Sex Machine on vinyl in the next room. I want to build a case for it, like some storage, but also, yeah, I think I'll do that. That's got to be one of those things on the long form. Old retro record player vibes. You know what I'm saying? This one, sharpen for real. That tip is pretty bad. You see how it does. These may be beyond stropping, but we'll have to see. I like to blast my music when I wake up, when I pass Wake Forest University campus and share some enlightenment for the children. Hey man, you for the kids, I get it. Me, you, Trick Daddy, we love the kids. At the top and let the sun shine in. No good rain, let the tempest spin. All around, smoke in the heat. Controlling the wind. Just when I think I'm done with that blade. There we go. It's not a bad tip. It's on 0.5 all the time, tip. Now here's a funky introduction of an outside. Tell your mother, tell your father, send a telegram. Like the energize the person see your last time. You can say my style of work is when you do. It's everybody knows the band, but we can share it on. Lord, have mercy. Papa don't take no nap. Papa don't take no nap. Bam! Ow! Bam! you know about it? I think I'm gonna have to legit sharpen this one. See how it performs on the wood. We'll try it on the end grain. That's the way to know. I mean, I can't be mad at that. Let's try to get an actual shaving off of it. Yeah. Well, I guess we can be mad at that. Keep your fingers clear. Every blade is supposed to take a certain size by the wood, or take too much. If you get binded, then you have to force it or reverse it. Forcing it is when the band-aids are needed. Revenge. Right on. Get out of there. I'm actually slipping off over here right now. But for this little thing, like the end grain, now purposefully, of course, I'm doing the end grain because it's the hardest. So it's a good test. So I am saying I'm happy with this. Let's see it on the just a regular vertical. Yeah, I ain't mad at that. Yeah, I'm not mad at that one. It's not bad either. I am going to like this little blade. It's turning out to be pretty handy. I like this better. It's a man's wood. I hear you, Skeletor. But it would mean nothing, nothing. I'm muffin old square. Man, make the car carry us down the road. Man, make the truck carry the heavy load. Man, make the lights carry us to the top. Don't get me started, I said. I lost everybody with that. That's alright. I got Orami and I got Skeletor with me. We good. We good. I do appreciate those likes. It does let the the algorithm know that I need money. So if you want to hit that thing, you can. If you don't, you're a hater. Oh, I'm kidding. Am I? I am surprised at how long I ignored the idea of stropping when I first started sharpening. Um, when I first started woodworking at all, like a year ago, and I had no idea how effective sharpening was. I just largely ignored it when I could, you know. I was like, hey, I sharpened it, and once I sharpened it, it's sharp. I don't need to do anything else. But man, wet sharpening system takes some time and something out of you. Stropping is a lot less involved, a lot less tooling, but pretty much proves that half of the sharpening I was doing was unnecessary. Half of it easily could have been replaced with stropping. Got the coffee burps. Said hi. How you doing, Sid? On my first date with my future wife, I knew she was a keeper when she asked me if I liked James Brown. Right on. That's good. This is the one I said I was going to give up on. Holy moly. That's beautiful. That is beautiful what you're doing. Fantastic. Fantastic. I was really worried about these little chisels because I can't, this is going to sound embarrassing a little bit, because they don't fit in my honing tool. So I have to hand sharpen them using my own discretion. And, you know, I'm an amateur at best. But man, it feels really good to be able to get those tools this sharp. Fantastic. I mean, it makes sense to get you a good sharpening system figured out. But do not sleep on the strop system after the fact. Get some more green on that. I'm gonna get a little bit more white paste on this one. Get plenty on there. Go again. To the back side. Not quite there, but getting there. Now what I'm doing is just kind of resting this on the back of my hand to keep my angle. And I'm letting my hand just drag on it because it's not a stone. It's fine for my hand to drag across that material lightly, but that way I can keep my angle, I can keep my control, and I can speed up if I need to. Because when I hit, this finger makes contact on this side first, here. And when it does, boom, it sets my angle. And then I'm pulling just like that. Well, obviously that cut looks smooth. Make sure you want to take unnecessary cuts and shavings just to feel the smoothness. This is so true. A good tool is just designed for soft wood, says Lines. Yeah, I agree. But that's the thing, as you get further into whatever your particular journey is, like some people are here for being hobbyists. I am more of a hobbyist than anything. I don't earn a nickel from woodworking. And just as I say, I don't earn a nickel from woodworking. Mike is making stuff, jumps in the chat, and gives me 1,000 nickels for woodworking, just so he can call me a stinking liar. Damn, Mike, that's cold-blooded. Just so you can humiliate me. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. That may be my greatest contribution on YouTube at once, ever. So I thank you, Mike, for that. I don't have to. I'm still gonna drop my diss track. No, I guess I won't. Damn it. That's diabolical, Mike. Mike is making stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Mike is making stuff. And I appreciate it. It's very humbling, Mike. I appreciate it. Well, on that note, last month, my buddy Calvin over there at Dad's shop was saying he was trying to get people to subscribe to their favorite channels. I think in the spirit of what Mike just did, I would remind you to check out Mike, check out some other small channels, and subscribe, become members to those channels so that they can actually get some financial support. A lot of us do this as hobbyists. A lot of us do this with the ambition of making money at it one day. And a lot of people are doing it full time to make the effort to make money each day. So the contributions help, and they are appreciated. Thank you, Mike. See you later, buddy. Well, that was a nice thing to do. And so, I'm going to spend some time today as well going on some channels and becoming a member so that they can have some support in that content. I'd encourage you to do the same. I'm just enjoying slicing this thing. That's just me proving to myself that this thing is actually sharp. I'm thrilled to see it. This one was definitely in trouble in my mind. And look at that. Even with somewhat irregular blade, it can be sharp and it can do the job. So, don't give up. I might end up with a custom tool, but I can now use that same technique on this thing. It also doesn't fit so great in the pony guide. I'm trying to use it here. Again, that's how I'm approaching this, and then I'm bringing it back, putting just a little more angle on it than that. Mine says I like that shirt vest. Thanks, buddy. I'm down here trying to keep my arms somewhat covered so I don't get these last lingering mosquitoes from the summertime that just refuse to go away. I can buy 2 shirts now. See, I can buy colored shirts now, not just white t-shirts, now that I've gotten a financial backer and Mike is making stuff. I came in here, sat in the back of the room, threw money at me like a pole dancer, and then lit his square and walked out. That might have been the most Suge Knight thing that's ever happened to me. I don't even know. This autumn, I love a nice flannel, absolutely. Fresh basil and a mint to help with the mosquitoes. Yeah, I usually would put on like the peppermint oil and the water and just mix it in this little bottle and spray it on me. I lost my bottle, like I lose most things. So I need to put that back together. But also, it's cool enough in the shop that I can justify it. Lion said, or smoking a cig. That's a fact. Hi, West, man. Hey, Craig, thanks for coming over, man. I appreciate it. It's over here stropping everything down. You're stropping like we in Pulp Fiction right now in a crate. But we're getting our little chisels crazy sharp today. Let's go across the hard way and see how that does. Look at that. Look at that. It's a sharp chisel. If you can do that, you don't need to do nothing else. Craig and Lions exchanging pleasantries. Both of you guys over there across the water. Cheers to you. Boom. We gotta do that one more. It's just a more Day off, so chilling with the girls. Right on. Y'all got plans? Y'all gonna veg out, watch some TV, and eat some snacks? Well, that's what sounds like a great day. Another mosquito tip. Let's go. Well, Rami. They are terrible flyers, so a little bit of circulation creates a river of air they cannot fly through. Funny you should mention that. Down there, I got that box fan, and then of course that's always running. That's my bootleg air cleaner. But across the room, another one. So I create like a whole flow across my whole area here. But when I do shavings, it's fluttering them everywhere, and it's not so great for my sound. So I put on some sleeves, sacrifice my body for you to. But yes, that is an absolute. And the one over there has got a mesh on it, the one on that side, so that if they do get scooped through, they get, murked off, as the old school would say. They're done. See, y'all come through West Desert and get all these survival tips. Rami says, ooh, is that a one-piece mallet? Yeah, this one I made, this is probably number 7 or 8 mallet I ever made. Yeah, when I got my spoke shave, I carved this. This is the first thing I carved with my spoke shave. This thing is really comfortable. Works real good. I like it. But carved it out of a little 4x4 post board. Yo. Now, usually, I'm not doing as much freehand stuff with the sharpening, but the stropping will let you do that with less negative consequence if your angles are slightly off. and it's kind of easier to find them after a while. And I imagine this will help train me to freehand sharpen on my stones someday. Give that another little test run across the top. See what we got. Beautiful work. In grain. Beautiful work. Clean it right up. Got a little corner gouger. But I'm not mad. Romy says, nice. I do need to build a better one-piece mallet, you know what I mean? I just generally don't know where to get good wood from, to be honest, because that's not been in my profession. It's mostly during COVID, we had a lot of things shut down, and for me, one of those things was my local hardwood supplier. And I had to start going back to orange stores and blue stores because everything else was so far out and inconvenient. But now that I'm woodworking, I really am going to have to learn. But also, I live in the woods, so bought a chainsaw yesterday. Day before yesterday? One or two. I also discovered that my Wi-Fi is trash outside of my house. So when I went out to show off my chainsaw, I got the worst signal ever. And my feed was terrible. But I'll try to work something else out so that we can all see it. This green paste, as we know, is the finer of the two. I get a little surface rust and stuff like that. That might even be glue from something. But I don't mind it too much. Every now and then I hyper clean these chisels and stuff, but that's kind of what you're going to get out of not the highest grade chisels in the world and in somewhat of a not heavily climate controlled environment such as my garage basement shop. I don't like to throw out the advertisements, but Rockler has a nice collection of hardwoods. I hear there's one near Atlanta. Oh, really? I'm going to check that out. I don't mind names getting thrown out. If it helps me or it helps the chat, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of, we had our all-time high contribution today from Mike is making stuff. 50 bones. And we are grateful. weak as this. Just in case you're curious. I'm gonna pull that burr off the back this way. See if it's sharp. Mm-mm. No. Over here, it's no problem at all. That done good. I'm so surprised at how little sharpening I actually have to do these days. Beyond this, I don't have to put the stones out all the time. Because I mean, sharpening is a task. You gotta be set up for it that day. You gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta choose it. And man, we get all shimmery like that. Pay attention to the thickness and the direction of that shine so that you can apply the force to even that out if you can. Nice, you want it nice and even all the way across that tip. We got to make another couple mallets soon. I'm giving away probably my best mallets. Well, some of my best mallets. But I also want to give away some more. So I want to make some more. And if I get good enough at it, maybe I'll sell one or two. Let's see how this hardwood handles. So good. I do have a live room etiquette question. Is it polite or frowned upon to jump between streams? Interested in what you think. Orami, I'm kind of a live or let live type of person, really. I definitely jump between streams. Um, what I try not to do is promote a different person's stream in another person's stream, but I generally have two devices on at once, usually. So often, because I also have friends who are creators, I want them to get my watch time. So I'll have two screens open on my laptop sometimes. I'll have two screens open on my two phones sometimes. So I don't think the traveling is necessarily a problem at all. I think as long as you kind of keep the conversation in house and not necessarily, hey, so and so is doing this over here, and so is doing that over there, and then drive away. Um, Maybe traffic someone else worked really hard to get. What do you think? Because YouTube is pretty large. Yeah, it's worldwide, right? I don't think they're that it's competitive enough that you can drive away somebody's crowd significantly, you know, without something really, really stark. But, you know, you gotta kind of live and let live. Oh my God, this bug just landed right on my phone. And I wanted to smack him, but I would have had to smack the camera. Ugh. All right. That's very good. I was able to smack him. It did shake the camera, but I think I got him gone. And this is cross grain. This is the hardest of the hard, so if we're cutting here, then we know we're sharp, period. Especially if we're cutting thin. So, we'll set that in the pile of success. Let's go ahead and get this one. I find it a little bit easier for me, satisfies my OCD a little bit too, if I go in order from smallest to largest with my chisel sharpening. That way I can also kind of keep track of what's done and what's not. You know, I get distracted. There's lots of stimuli in my woodworking shop. Stropping absolutely will hone your sharpening skills, meaning it will also not only hone how well you can strop, but it will train your hands to position properly for sharpening on a stone or a diamond plate, or whatever. So it's a good way to learn it. And most tools will come somewhat sharp in the first place. If you get a strop already set up and ready for it, it will help keep them sharp longer, where you won't need to sharpen as often. That's been the case for me anyway. So I'm going from white paste down to the green paste, which is finer. And we want plenty on there. The whole point is to get it on the blade. Let's test it on the hardwood first. It's not bad. And that is some hardwood. That little piece, that dense. I think that did all right. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. Quite a few of y'all who hit that button, and I appreciate it. Thank you. You're generous and you're kind. I appreciate you taking the time out. Now, you go ahead and put that. And this one's a little bigger, so I also use the heel of my hand to help determine my pivot point, right? So I can keep this blade nice and parallel and on the surface that I'm trying to get. This could vary for other people depending on the size of your hand, the size of your strap, so on and so forth. But the important part is that you can get a consistent pull each time, same degree or very close to it. Came in here and asked if it was proper etiquette to jump from room to room and then disappear. That's hilarious. I love it though. Rami's a great friend of the channel. I appreciate it. Again, this is not an expensive chisel, it's not an expensive strop, it's not an expensive paste. Like, that's not expensive steel, but here's what happens. This strap, this strap came with that little $20 kit over there. This strap here is a little bigger, maybe 20 bucks I think for the kit that came with that. I don't have a lot of money in this stuff, but it all works. Like, I don't know when you would ever need to be sharper than that. I don't know when you'd ever need a chisel that was better than that. You know, if you're not building custom furniture, and even if you are, there's a place for this stuff. And it can be overwhelming because there are plenty of companies that have plenty of tools that are out there that are very appealing visually. And the name and the color and the branding and the iron and all of these things. But this is ingrain, right? Hardwood ingrain. Paper thin. I'm not going to be making anything that I need sharper than that. Like I can sand with this thing. Look how I'm getting that grain. This is ingrain. Nice and clean. So don't get intimidated. Don't get intimidated. Getting very good this day and age in tool making, so it's getting cheaper to make a decent tool. Not a fantastic tool, but a decent tool. Something to get started with that you don't have to save up for. Hey, good morning, Calvin. Good to see you. Good morning, sir. How you doing? Calvin, Dad's workshop in the building. Calvin's one of them early risers, too. This is kind of dowel practice right here, ain't it? Calvin, we're just sharpening some chisels and various tools. Checking our technique, and we're all stropped today. Everything we did today was with the strop, and only with the strop. And we managed to get it all of it good. So, very proud day in the West Desert world. I got some glue film here on this one I gotta get off. And I feel a little pinch on that. I might have to get it off. Let's see how the strop does though on that tool. I've not used it yet. Let's take a little swig of our happy juice first. So good. Using my finger as sort of a guide. Touches down right there on the edge of my strap. I find my angle and I pull. Find my angle and I pull. Now, you're going to want to roll. Try not to. Try to be a machine. Try to just lift straight off. Now, if you did roll, it's not a tragedy. Some people do that. I find that this works pretty good though. Particularly, I got a thin blade here, so too much rolling may be a problem over time. Doing the same thing, going the opposite way. Just using my thumb as the guide this time. I can feel it and find that angle, and then I just go with it. Instead of a push, I'm just doing a pull. And instead of a pull, I'm doing a push. I've got my knife comfortably in my hand that way. No danger to me or my finger. Rami says, just saw Unsinkable Mac this morning. Job well done, Calvin. That is true. If you're not a member over there at Dad's Workshop with Calvin, you really get a lot of bang for your buck over there. He's got some actual cinema over there. Film festival entries and winners, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And some good work over there. I think he's very proud of it, rightfully so. So Calvin, Mike is making stuff came in the chat this morning and dropped off an enormous $50 donation. It fell off. I don't know why it's not showing on the screen, but he did. Came in, tipped his hat, dropped off some cash, said good morning to everybody, and skated out of here. Just when I was talking about how creators don't really make any money without the contributions. So I appreciate him for that. See how that's cutting into my stone? There's got to be a little tip there. I don't like that that's happening. Let's see what it does. In this case, we are going to roll a little bit. Now, this is a marking knife, but it just so happens to be a pretty good little carving knife too. If that's what you wanted to do with it, it's like we're really good at it. And a scribing knife is marketed much cheaper than a carving knife, so just a little pro tip for you. Now again, this is ingrain on hardwood, and it's doing it. So it ain't like we're giving it some easy task here. So everything over there we've stropped, and we've gotten it to cut into this no problem. Then when we show what happens on the long grain, I mean, it's obvious this thing is crazy sharp. So, got a whole pile of those boys that we got good with just a strop. Some stropping compound. We got some exquisite results. Super happy with that. We did win some awards, yes. Thank you, Wes and Arami. Yeah, thank you. Calvin's got great content. That's my buddy. Simon, how are you? Good to see you. stropping. It's a whole group of those that also need the business. We can get a lot more detail. This was a little bit early before I was really ready for sharpening. Didn't really know how to use them, how to get them sharp enough to be used. So now I think I've progressed into that, and we're going to start sharpening and using these little carving tools a lot more often. So, we're going to start with these strops. That's what we're going to do all morning until all of those are done. We find our angle, same way. And of course we're going to do these one side at a time. Hit that angle once you feel it like a machine. Right? Same on the other side. Now these we're going to have to test too. Not sure exactly how. We're going to use our same sacrificial piece of wood there. Now these really do feel a little bit trickier to get used to, but you can definitely feel what you need to do and adjust for it. And go into the green compound. See if we can get what we need going. Same thing, we catch our angle. And on this one, I'm just going to use my fingers on the side like that, right? That'll help me guide it. Same thing on this side. Finger still on the side, helping me guide it. Hold that angle. You want multiple points of contact so that you can maintain a consistent angle. That's always sort of the name of the game with the sharpening. Let's see if this did anything for this. And this is sort of a gouging, carving, slicing tool. Let's see if it does it. It made a dent. I don't know if it removed any material. That did. So a little stronger angle. Alright. Still might need some work. I'm definitely gonna have to put that on a stone. Because that feels a little dangerous even to be going in that direction. And going away from me. It's doing something. But I think it needs more work. I'm going to put this in a separate pile that's going to get the stones. This one's got a curved profile on it. That's going to be very useful. So we're going to want to press that in and rotate as we go. Hey, good morning, Carnage. How you doing today? the good sharpening on. I really wish I was able to get you guys in on this chainsaw action, but I gotta figure out how to get my phone or my Wi-Fi to pick up better outside of the shop. Now, I haven't used these chisels a lot, these carving chisels, so I don't know of the sharpness of them. And I'm also generally unfamiliar. I'm getting more familiar. So each time we work on these, we're going to see how our progression goes. So this could be useful in like a spoon or something like that. But right now, it's harsh. This is going to go on the other pile that needs sharpening on the stones, because strops ain't going to get that. But it's good to know. We need to know. Let's see how this blade does. It's a little rough. Let's get some strop work on it. Those little angular chisels do prove to be useful tools. I appreciate every one of those likes that happen across the screen. Don't feel obligated, but I do appreciate it when you do. It's just a little extra effort that helps you see me again is really all that happens. And if you do, you hit the like and it'll show me to your feed again. And you can watch, but it may not show you me again. Who knows? I'm threatening you with my absence. From my garage. Dang it. Oh. Do you not get a data signal out there where you are? Not generally outside. I kind of live in the woods, so not really. Inside the house, just outside the house, my Wi-Fi is carrying. But yeah, I weirdly don't get great signal out here. Put the green compound on. That should get us even more sharper than we was. Doing good. See if we got any progress. Yes. Yes. Let me show you really what's happening with this blade. That's what's really happening with this blade. You try that cross grain. Like butter. Like butter. Like butter. That's what we want. Put it on the pile of success. Let's get this one together. This is a part of it, people. But you don't have to do this all that often. Not for all of them. Just whatever one you're using. If you strop it during or after or before or off, then you put it away sharp and it's ready for your next use. Good morning, Kevin. How you doing? Claudine, hello. How are you? Kevin says it's too early. Listen, we've been in here for a while. I got up and couldn't go back down. I said, well, we might as well get something done today. And all of you good people came and kept me company, or keeping me company, while I am stropping all of these things over here. Kevin says I'm going back to bed. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. If I could, I would. But I can't, so I ain't. Not too bad though. Lay in the bed, kick it a little bit, watch a little video. I mean, I could be down for that. But man, once this train gets started in the morning, it just moves and moves. It won't stop. It won't sit back down. So might as well make it easier on future West. Next time he comes to do some work, his chisel will be perfectly sharp. Because I don't know if you noticed, got another little Wu-Tang pendant over there, getting itself together. Just got a little glue up happening. And then I'll carve that thing out. You know how we do. All right. The hardest of the hard. Doing good. That's what we're living for. That's what we do it for. Appreciate those likes. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 commandments. This one I'm practicing my same technique. I'm just slightly angular with it, right? So that I'm still pulling parallel, right? Pretty much at a 45 to that corner. That'll keep me nice and even on the front side of that blade if I do it that way. Let's see if we have any success. So far, so good. So far, so good. Let's check the top. Good enough for me. I used to say good enough for government work. That one's got glue and crud all over it. I'm gonna have to clean that one. I'm gonna put it over there. Same for that. I don't know what I was carving with these, but I gotta clean that off with a chemical first. You should see what this thing even does in the first place. I don't think I've ever used this tool. Oh. Let's see. Start with the first cut. It's not very sharp. Let's see what it's for. It's not very sharp though. Don't be mean, double tap that screen. Kevin says everybody hit that like button. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate that. 1, 2, 3, 4. West does it. Don't mess around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bing, 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 bing. All right. Now I think all of these gouging tools, these are going to take some actual sharpening. Look, that's just scratching. That's not cutting anything. It's just scratching. And that's certainly not what it's designed to do. But that is part of what you get when you get discounted tools. You get, discounted usage. So let's look it over though. Let's be realistic about it all. That's what I've got to actually put on the stones and sharpen. These strop was plenty good to do. Now, total, this is less than $40 worth of tools. Right? 50 including this and all of that. Total. For all the things that I've done with carving, building, etc., you literally can do any of it with just this stuff here. So I always say this is very much therapy for me. Could be for you if that's the kind of thing you want to do. But I am illustrating that you don't have to spend a ton of money to get it. And to get started. So, just a little word to the wise. This is not $1 million enterprise. But with that being said, I am happy with what we've accomplished so far today. I don't think I'm going to get into sharpening these at this point. I am going to focus mostly on putting this stuff away, setting up for the next time. Probably this afternoon we can get into cutting into these tools and maybe even honing them, getting them a little bit nicer. Because steel is steel. You can always sharpen it. You can always move it. Just gotta be careful with what you're doing. And be mindful about your materials and your processes. That works out. Says, come on, 50. We can get 4 more people to hit that like button. Would be amazing. But if not, let's see if one hits. That's good, wasn't it? I am in the process right now of also trying to buy me a truck. So I'm going to try to put together a video on how to buy a good truck for under 5K. I don't know if I can. That's going to be my goal. I'll let y'all know how it goes. I just like this little tool. I didn't know what it was for. Did not particularly appreciate it before. But man, now, I really like this little thing. Like, I really do. Like, I don't think you know, this is hard wood right here. That this is slicing through like butter. We up, is you up, roll call, smash that like button, y'all. They have completely ignored your pleas and cries and mine. So I think we'll just settle for our humble 46 likes. And I appreciate everybody who did come out, hung out with us, and helped me through my insomnia this morning. I appreciate you so very much. I think I'm going to get up out of here, though. Y'all do that if you want to. Gratitude makes what we have enough. That's for sure. And I appreciate you hanging out with me today, Orami. Thanks, Calvin, for coming out. I am almost certain Calvin from Dad's Workshop is going to go live at some point today, this morning, maybe in a couple hours, maybe sooner. It's varied. Calvin, if you're in here, you can let us know, and we can look out for you. Well, Rami says, thank you for doing what you do. Hey, I appreciate the company while I'm doing it. It's most likely I'd be doing it anyway, and I appreciate somebody being interested enough to sit with me and keep me entertained while I do it. And I thank you for doing that, Arami. 10 a.m. Dad's Workshop. Don't meet me there, beat me there. I'm out of here. I'm so happy with what we've done this morning. Hope y'all have a great day. Thank you for having us in the shop, for sure. Thanks for hanging out, Calvin. We'll see you soon, bud. Peace. Which does it.